Welcome to the podcast, Things You Don't Know, Fun History Shorts. It's great to have you with us today. In this episode, we're going to talk about something a little different. Much of history has been written from the male point of view, and we thought it wise to focus this episode on the contributions of females. Much has been written about Sparta, and the movie The 300 has greatly popularized the military and bravery of the males. In fact, the females of Sparta have contributed greatly not only to the greatness of Sparta, but also to the rights and place of females, not just in Sparta, but in the world. Let's take a look just briefly. Spartan women, and this was unique in the ancient world. Spartan women were educated. They went to school just like the boys did. Spartan women owned land, another unique thing. Spartan women were physically educated. They were fit. They were free. Interestingly enough, Spartan women were encouraged to enjoy sex. Not just lay back and take it, but enjoy it. They had rights. That was totally unheard of. Spartan women participated in Olympics. Spartan women had strong opinions. They had economic power. The Spartan women basically controlled the domestic economy of Sparta. Spartan women were the ones who raised strong men. Spartan women also had the right to vote, another thing unheard of. They were in charge of the helots, which means of the earth. The helots were non-Greeks or who were actually enslaved. There was a rather large slave population, but the females of Sparta were really in charge of those helots. In this segment, we're going to eavesdrop on a fictionalized conversation between Clitorga, who was actually a real person. She was the female Homer, as well as a very famous wrestler. This conversation will be between Clitorga and one of her proteges, who's a sort of a composite, fictionalized character, Helena. I think that you will enjoy this, and hopefully it will give you a little bit of a different perspective on not just Sparta, but on history itself. Again, we're so happy to have you with us. Enjoy.
Come, Helena, we must make you strong and proud. Stand up. You must try harder. A dance is a symbol of beauty and order. You must want to do your best.
Why are you being so particular, Clitorgia? No one will notice if my movements are not perfect.
Remember, you are doing this to bring glory to the gods, your family, and yourselves. Perfection is probably not achievable, but anything less than our best effort is not worthy of a homeland. Spartan women read, write, and run our households, so our husbands can protect Spartan women. We are not like those sheep of Athens. We are members of the polis, the homeland. Do you want everything to rot because you haven't developed your skills? You girls are here because you are strong in body and spirit and can stride the world without shame. Now show me how good you are.
I am trying, After running and practicing for the Olympic sports, my body gets confused. I think, Hera, help me.
She will, when you believe in yourself. I wouldn't be here if I didn't believe in you. I'm a mother of 4 children. I could rest while Helot servants cook my meals, but I wanted to give some of my power to you. Try again.
I have done it. All the movements were connected and yet distinct.
I knew you could. You will be married soon. Your husband will pretend otherwise, but if he has any sense, he will realize how much he needs you. Now go rest, and then go gather wood for a fire. We must eat tonight.
I hope I can be the kind of wife Sparta needs.
My dear girl, that is another secret you must learn. Your husband will have the privilege of rest and creating a new life with you. That is your power, your capacity to pass on everything beautiful and wise. The power is indirect, but very real. Your husband has known nothing but war and training. You can soar beyond those realities. With him, all the way to the throne of the gods on Mount Olympus.
In all the other city-states, it seems the women have it easier.
Would you really like that? They may seem to have it easier, but look at all the sacrifice. Remember, you own property, and in most other places, women cannot own property. Do you want to give up the property you own?
Absolutely not. I would fight for my money and property.
In other places, you and I would not be allowed to vote and would not handle the family finances. Do you wish to give up those rights?
I am proud of every onion I buy, every word I speak. I couldn't keep silent in the assembly if it took my life. I make sure they hear me.
Well, as much as you like those rights, and still, I have heard you complain about having so much schoolwork. When you think about how you would like it if you were not taught to read, not allowed to learn and understand the issues that you enjoy debating. Would you like to be a doll, just being available for a man's pleasure?
You are right. I enjoy the debates and am proud that I do know what I'm talking about. The rights and the recognition in the Great Retra make it clear that it is okay for women to expect and enjoy sexual satisfaction without being demeaned or being some kind of plaything. There is no way that I would give that up.
Then you must make yourself strong and wise. You pay the price for these rights by enduring the effort you are making now. Women are individuals and have the right to be individuals. We prove that every day, just as our men prove their manhood every day. All of us, male and female alike, are proud people.
Okay, my friends, I hope we've given you a slightly more rounded and broader explanation of what life was like in Sparta. Yes, the militarism and war were paramount, but they were not the only things. And I think the opportunity is given to women to express themselves and possess autonomy in many aspects of life were an example for the rest of the world. If you've enjoyed this program, please consider subscribing, and we hope to see you soon on the next edition of Things You Don't Know. Have a good evening. Bye-bye.